Level 7. You go to withdraw cash to buy a bus ticket. Your money is stored on an Aspen card, a type of debit card given to asylum seekers. The machine tells you that your transaction has been declined. You don't understand how this could have happened. You definitely have enough left.
You try again, but it still does not work. And the woman behind you in the queue is getting impatient.
So we've had problems with the Aspen card. The company that was responsible for them decided to issue a new one. So what's happened is what they're calling an Aspen card blackout.
On 24th May 2021, the Aspen card system failed when the Home Office transferred the contract to a new provider. Replacement cards were due to be sent out, but many were late, lost or sent to the wrong address. Thousands of asylum seekers found that their Aspen cards had suddenly stopped working overnight and were without any financial support whatsoever.
Funny at that time, but when I think about an organization like Home Office, which is one of the biggest organizations were dealing with migrants in UK, that it's very silly of them that they didn't even let everyone know that they are blocking the old card out and sending a new card, issuing a new card. When it happened, many of us, we just fell off the face of the earth, because all in a sudden you realize that you don't have any any means to survive. I had to wait more than a month just to have the card. I cannot really, I don't think there is any word to express that agony I have been through for that specific time. You cannot, what you can do, you can skip 2 meals a day, but still you'll have to have at least 1 meal a day.
Hint available. Read hint. You could try ringing Migrant Advice Line. They will help you with issues around finances and accommodation.
When I rang them to say that I haven't received my card, they said to me that it's going to take 5 to 8 working days. So I said, okay, thank you. I understand that you're going to order it for me, but what am I expected to do in the meantime? They're like, oh, and then that's when they texted me a list of the food banks around me. It's just horrible.
Yeah, I've seen a lady, she has a kid, a 2-year-old, and she had nothing. So I met her in the hospital and we were chatting, and she told me she didn't have money. She had to walk from her house for a nursing mom. You can imagine. She had to trek to the hospital and she was going to do it back.
In the first instance, I never received my Aspen card. I received the first one last week and it didn't work. I tried everything. I tried the instructions that came with it. And then I was so frustrated at one point. I was standing the cash point that I go to along my road. And then I'm on the phone and then I'm crying and I'm saying to them, I've tried everything. And they say to me, you need to follow the instructions. So they were literally putting it on me that it's my fault that the card is not working because I'm not following instructions. As I was crying, one man that works in the bank, he was assisting people in the queue, and he asked me, are you okay? And I said, well, I don't know what these people want me to do. I've followed these instructions. So he said, well, let me have a look. This person is Scottish. He's speaking to another Scottish person. So then I gave him everything. I gave him the paper, I gave him the card, and he did it exactly as it said, and it still didn't work. So now he goes back on the phone to say that, oh, look, pal, it's not working. And then that was the time that they took it. They took my word that it's not working. So I'm thinking, if I didn't have anyone there to represent me or to speak on my behalf, so my voice is not enough.
You have no way of accessing money without an Aspen card. You are not allowed a bank account. You have no way to get to the doctors.
You feel defeated and turned back home with your baby. Maybe things will be better tomorrow.
At the minute, I can't even walk. I can't even walk. My feet are swollen. They might think it's just about the money. It's got much more greater implications. The mother's welfare has a great impact on the baby's welfare. So if I'm okay, I'm in a better state to look after my baby. So then it impacts like my worry and everything. My baby can pick up on it. She knows that she can feel that I'm not myself. And then sometimes I don't really want to cry in front of her, but then sometimes you can't help it. It just happens. It's going to have a much lasting effect than however long it is going to take for the card to come.
The next day, you wake up feeling anxious. Your replacement Aspen card still hasn't arrived. You have no idea how you are going to make this appointment. You get dressed and head out for a walk with your baby to clear your head. Do you turn left or right? If you turn left, go to level 8. If you turn right, go to level 9.